slightly here. Yep. Yep, we online. We online. Hello, hello. Good morning, boys. Good morning, friends. Let's make some money today. Post FOMC. Market's moving. We got new levels, new ranges. Let's make it work. Let's make it work. Strong day. FOMC was kind of interesting. We finally swept Asia low with the FOMC pre-dip. FOMC itself was weird, but now we have this. We already had the reaction off the jobless claims. I was at 7:30. I think if we hold this bottom, and we didn't. Nope, we did not. I feel like it's just gonna be a short type of day. Looking for shorts, I'm thinking. Or at least finding a spot where we can get long. Previous day high, maybe. About 40 points. Opening print price was the 680s. About 100 points already in the first 2 minutes. Okay. Okay. Sure. Yeah, okay. Excuse me. We gotta push into this price here. Oh, that's not good for Tyler. I have to go to the bathroom. I'm gonna try not to because it's early in the stream, but fuck, it's not gonna be good. Already got the wiggles going on here. I might just take this off and go do that. Hey, hey, hey. Oh yeah, we're just getting a little dippy dip. We're just getting a little dippy dip here. Just a quick little scalper trade. I think we're gonna get a little flush down towards previous day high, which is also just a big level before we broke out of it. But we're pushing the bottoms now. Oh, I'm in pain. Book. We got the previous day high, just about where we're at now. We're getting a little touch into it, breaking through the 68s here. Once that gets filled, we want to see this little imbalance here that I'm looking at. This overnight imbalance that actually ended up pushing us through. Let me just draw that out. If you don't know why. Excuse me. A little imbalance that we created from last night. And a pretty big move up. So, just want to see what happens here. See how this reacts. If we get a strong reaction out of this, we'll be looking to play long out of it. Oh my good heckin' morning, saucy man. Yee! Little Thursday. Got these new accounts, these new version, V2. You see the V2? That's the new Topstep. You gotta activate it to the new dashboard. Mahogany dashboard. New Topstep mahogany dashboard. Gonna push now into this range. See the reaction here. Want to see buyers kind of beep, a little push out of here. FOMC is interesting. We have FOMC lows down here. FOMC high up there. I do the dashboard. I do the dashboard. That mahogany dashboard. Brett's gonna be trading soon. Pushing to the 50% here. I see the reaction. Want to see a pushback out of this. Give us a little bit better structure before we can hop in long here. That's what we're looking at, though. Opening print price was back up here at the 680s, roughly. You can see volumes kind of dying as we're getting into this zone, so I just want to kind of wait for a strong reaction. I get any bags for that passport. I do the dashboard. Have an imbalance created overnight from this strong move up. It's an hourly imbalance, so pretty decent. Just want to wait, kind of gauge reaction. You can already see a strong little move here. See the sellers try to push it again. Kind of see them get reacted, rejected or something. Get back above this EMA, get back out of this zone, get one more test of it, maybe at this bottom here, and we'll be taking a long. We finally got the new dashboard for Topstep. So over here's the V2s. So these 50K top TC. I don't know what TC is. Oh, trading combine. There you go. 50K trading combine V2. So I have 5 of them, and yeah, the new Topstep dashboard. Here we go, pushing back into this range, off of the EMA. Let's gauge reaction here. Kind of want to see buyers be strong if we want to get a trade off this move. Ooh, sellers pushing it right through now. About 130 points off of the high from the opening print price so far. 140 points now. Louis Mahogany bags for that passport. The song is addicting. It's an addicting song. An addicting song. The song addicting. Pretty decent 15-minute range so far. About 100 points. 130. 130 point 15-minute range. Pretty big. Pretty strong. And wait a couple more minutes and we'll mark it out here. Excuse me. Little reaction, little tiny reaction here. I want to see this really get strong. A closure above this EMA, back outside of this box would be very strong, and then we'll look for a little retest one more time into it. Take our long. Target VWAP, target opening print price, top of the 15-minute range, maybe these highs as well. So. Overnight low down here at the 500s, whole number. Could be an interesting spot we could auction towards. Really want to see this price kind of be held here though. Yeah. Sellers are having their way with this market right now. First 15 minutes have been pretty much just a downside. Opening print price was right here at the 74s. So this actually marks the top of our 15-minute range. I'm gonna grab my box. And this candle will end the bottom of our 15-minute range. Looks like we are breaking out of the imbalance, the hourly imbalance there. Adjust that slightly. Still. Wilt to stilts. There we go. Bink. That's our 15-minute range. Inside of this imbalance, from the hourly overnight, we had this strong buying of the FOMC, push past the previous weekly high, and now we're selling back into this range, waiting to see some reaction from the buyers. We are now outside of this imbalance officially. Want to see us get back up here. We might be flushing towards overnight lows as well, which is now only about 20 points or so from, actually, maybe a little bit more. Overnight low is 88, so 40 points from here. We're down 150 points from opening print price. Hey. Probably going to remove our hourly imbalance here as we've now kind of broken through it. Unless we can break back in and start holding. And maybe just remove it just for some clarity on our charts. We're finally starting to get a little bit of reaction from the buyers. But we're still, sellers are having their way, pushing this thing down. We probably could be targeting Asia low here. Stopping out a lot of the people before this big move on the 506s. Beep, 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 beep. Just waiting, being patient for the buyers to show themselves here, right? Market's been open for 12 minutes, or 17 minutes, I mean. We're going to remove this box, this imbalance here. We have our first 15-minute range. Just selling straight off here from the open. We have FOMC low down here. Getting a little bit of a reaction. Still can't be the first to buy it yet, but we're starting to see buyers be interested in these prices more and more. Bottom of this little move here is 505. We traded into 508s, so can start to be somewhat interested in long in this. Just want to be a little bit more patient here. Here's the 500 push now. You want to see buyers reclaim this. That Asia move has been almost entirely eaten up now. Strong Asia, sideways London. We did sweep the highs, and now we're retracing back inside. And now we're going to get the Asia lows, it feels like, here at the 488, 489. This is the Asia low. Sellers are having their way with this. I think we are getting closer and closer to taking our long, though. We're starting to get wicks at the bottom of this 500 hole number. I think we can start trying it. I think we can start trying it here. Getting a push now. I want to see these 489s roughly be swept. It's the Asia low. Sellers have been having their way with this market since opening print. Opening print price is still way up here at the 675s. We're now about 180 points off of that. We did just sweep into Asia low, and now let's wait to see reaction here. Over here, you can see this is the low of the day. So now we're literally trading the lowest time for this 29th day of May. We're at the lows. After a strong FOMC move in the Asia session, let's just kind of wait, see what the reaction is. Wait for these buyers to start buying again. If they can reclaim this strongly, we'll start poking the bottom here. Start poking at this bottom with some longs if they can get a little reaction off these 500s. We just swept Asia lows, so now the reversal is at least valid and on the table. we're going to put an order here right now. We really shouldn't even need to be trading 5 contracts to try to pass. But we are. Actually, yeah. Trying the EMA again here. Now we have a bottom to try to hold. Now we've got a bottom to try to hold here. We're waiting for a retest of that price now. Buyers are pushing back to the 500s, trying the EMA. Let's see the reaction. I don't think the market goes sideways today. So up or down, bub? So up or down, bub? Strong reaction off the sweep of the session. Now we're at the 528s. Small reaction from the buyer so far. Back into the 15-minute range at the 530s. We're going to be looking for a pullback into like these 505s. Roughly the 500 whole number. We're a little below that right now at the 92, just at the previous bottom. But we're going to be looking for maybe something more like that, the 501 area. I'm going to leave this here. I'll be right back. I got to quickly hit the bathroom, but this is what we're hoping to get a fill here. Hourly candle starting to wick. We did already tap into the previous weekly highs, and now we just want to see this kind of start reclaiming. We're looking for a slight retest before it goes, but that's kind of what we're looking at. I know it's going to fill as soon as I leave, though, so I'm like, I got to be patient. I got to be patient here. Come give us a little tap-a-roo, Nazi. We're at the EMA, back into the 15-minute range here. I like Brett's prediction so far. Long, like you were saying. Ooh! Woo! Not sideways, going long, baby. Give me that. Give me. Come on. At the 540s. Good reaction after sweeping Asia low so far. Hourly candle starting to wick more and more as well. I know as soon as I go to the bathroom, I'm going to get a fill, but it sucks. All right, I got to do it. I got to try. All right, I'll be back. Oh! Well, no fill, huh? No fill, huh? Well, we're back to this 15-minute range bottom here. This would be a good try. We're still going to be looking for our 500 test, though. I still think this is good. I think this is just the reversal starting. And now we're coming to get a fill here. Almost, I just come back perfectly to get a fill and then watch it just come pay me. Come on, did I just come back to get a fill? Come on, Nazi. I love it. It might be early on our entrance, but we're going to try it here at the 500s. Give me that fill, Nazaract. Give me that fill, Nazaract. Okay. Are you telling me that if I put this at 507, we pass these accounts right now? Is that what you're telling me? Are you telling me that if I put that at 507 instead of the 501, we pass these accounts right now? Is that what you're telling me? Definitely not. Definitely not, right? Still like our 500. I still like the 500. Bottom of this is 485, so yeah. Now we're looking for the 507s. I don't really want to get a 507 fill, but we might. I really want this 501 fill. Now we're at the 503s. Do you work today? I would almost wait to see if we bounced from today's high and low a few times first. This is like it's been doing lately. I would almost wait to see if we want to bounce from today's high and a low. Bounce from today's high and a low a few times first. It's like it's been doing lately. I don't know what you mean, Brett. You want me to wait till this high up here? Oh, we got filled. Hold on a second. Hold on a minute. We're in this Nazarax trade. We got to get back up to the 518s now. Strong move by the buyers. I like them defending this bottom. Yeah. Just need that 518s to fire here. I was all distracted. All distracted. Almost didn't even notice. Beautiful. Beautiful. We got it. Oh, wait. I was only looking at the high. That's on the screen. Was I too zoomed in? Yeah, so you were looking for up here. What we were looking at, we got a strong dip into yesterday's big move. We got a dip into the overnight move. We got a reclaim of the 15-minute range. Tested or retested the bottom of these previous wicks. Found a wick, took a bottom off it. Ended up getting some continuation. Now the scary part. If I hit accounts, make sure everybody followed. 51,500. Yeah, they all passed. Gucci. Gucci, 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 Gucci. Gucci, 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 Gucci. Technically, we'd still be in this trade right now with break-evens roughly on at these lows. We want to see this hold and see it really break up from here so we could be in the money. Getting back above the EMA here and the 15-minute range would be pretty strong. We did it. We did it for the day. Time to try again tomorrow. Also, these are the new accounts. So if I do pass tomorrow, we could trade funded tomorrow. Pretty exciting stuff, my boys. If we pass these accounts tomorrow, we get to trade funded tomorrow after we pass. And then tomorrow could be step one of the thing that we are looking for. And then Monday could be payday. I think we just got our bottom swept here. Mahogany dashboard. Let me just take a peek at that. Entry price at the 503. We were looking for 501. I don't even know if 501 did 501 up getting filled? Yes, it did here. So we would have gotten filled anyways. when we were looking for these bottoms. Now let's see the market get back above this EMA here. It'd be strong. We're way too zoomed in though. Zikes. Zikes. Like Zikes, Scoobs. Like Zikes, man. I would almost wait to see if we went to the bounce from today's high. So you wanted to wait till up here, wait to see us bounce from that, like this, like a few times first, like it's been doing lately. So I'm interested. I'm really interested what you were talking about, Brett. I want to see that strategy be developed, and I want to see you be the one to develop it. You know what I'm saying? Push to the 520s now. Looks like that 500 level was held. Looks like the 500 may be being held. We're getting a push back into the 15-minute range at the 530s. Getting above this previous high at the 560s will be the next obstacle. If this is going to be continuing. Pushing back to the 500s now. Interesting to see that maybe these 480s are going to be the bottom. Otherwise, we just might keep pressing into this move. We might just keep pressing into this move if we don't get that continuation. I do the mahogany dashboard. I know one person in here, Brett. I have a good feeling. The other one, another one's Tim. Who's the third person in here? Say what's up. How's your trading going? It's either Twister, maybe Juan, maybe Will, maybe Sylvain. My friends. Where are my friends? ¿Dónde está mi amigos? Pushing back towards the lows now at the 490s. Haven't been able to break into the 15-minute range. Once we're here, we rejected the range again. We're finding some more selling pressure. Mahogany. Getting a good push now into the 460s. Buyers did give it up. Hey. Strong move by the sellers. They've almost completely reclaimed this overnight move by the buyers. Down into the 440s now. We're in the FOMC prices where we were kind of fluctuating before. Excuse me. Yeah, I guess it'd be it's a little tricky to try to predict where this bottom is. Strong move. Sellers are having their way with this thing right now. Look at this. Woo, woo. Look at this hourly chart here. Very rounded over. Sellers pushing this down to the 400s. My goodness. This has got some selling pressure. Be careful if you're not in this. This is bloody. This is bloody. W Brett. W my boy Goo for being the commenter. Well, now that we're so close to yesterday's low, that's got to be where we're heading to the 330s eventually, right? Now that we're just so close to yesterday's low. We could bounce at the 400 whole number, though. It's an option. It's an option. Could bounce at the 400s, but we're going to need to see some better structure if that's going to be the case anyways, so. Pretty brutal. It's pretty awesome, though. Tomorrow we could pass these accounts and we can make some money on our fundeds. And then Monday we could get a big fat payday if everything goes to play. So, I don't know. That'd be nice. That'd be splendid. Trying the 400 here again. A little bit of a bounce off the 400s, pushing into the 430s. Sellers have just had their way with this move. It's been very strong selling. If you're not in it, just be patient. No reason to be rushing. This market is selly. Gosh. Just finding some selling pressure. Back to the 400s. Let's see if this little support at the 400 whole number will hold. Otherwise, we're probably pushing in the previous day low. An absolute insane sell-off since the buy up this morning in the Asia session. This buy up this morning in the Asia session is being just sold into. Back to the 400s, now getting below that. Excuse me. Surely the previous day low now is an option. Unless this 400 is still held, but we'll see. Not a lot to commentate on right now. We're just getting really strong selling pressure. We are, I don't know, 280 points off the opening print price. So we just sold for 280 points down. This is something. Who would have thunk it? The 400 number is being held right now. That's what you got to do when the Nasdaq's just being boring. You got to just dance it out. I'd say boring. We already got some mad volatility. This is the type of range you can make real money in. Like imagine you were able to take a short off the fail retest of this 15-minute range. It would have been hard. It would have been hard to get a fill, but yeah, I don't know. It would have been hard to get a fill. The 400 number is still being held, though. Starting to see a little bit better structure down here. That might give us a move. They got to reclaim the EMA, which they're doing. You'd also have this to trade against. Very steep line, so you could at least be maybe looking for like the 60s here or so. ¿Dónde está mi amigos? Price is at the 430s. Starting to find a little bit of a bottom. Twister. What's up, man? Happy to hear, brother. How's it going? You catch any of this 280-point sell-off? Today was very clean. Just straight, just selling pressure. Ah, I love it, dude. Hell yeah, I love hearing that. W's for Twister Green in the chat. Woo! Come on, baby. We like it when the Nasdaq is being nice to us. W Twister. Let's go. Yo, I got the new, also, bro, I got the new Topstep dashboard. So now I'm on the V2s, which is sick. I know they send out, like, they were kind of, like, selective of who they were letting do that or whatever, but they finally let me in there. So now tomorrow, technically, if I do pass the accounts, I'll also be able to trade fundeds tomorrow because of the thing. Great day. Done for the day. Oh, I love it, bro. I love it, bro. We deserved a nice little day. I wish I was, like I said, we had fundeds, or tomorrow, if I pass these, I'll be funded immediately because of the new version 2 or whatever. And so then from there, we'll be able to try to make some more. This volatility is beautiful. This is the volatility you need to make money. Of course, Twister, bro. Happy for you, man. That's amazing. Hope it can continue. End the week strong tomorrow. Have a nice green day again. End the week strong. And then Monday, we're just rolling. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, bro. Have you been moved up to the version 2 yet? Or the second dashboard, whatever it's called? Their new dashboard. Topstep's new dashboard. The mahogany dashboard. It's that mahogany. That mahogany. I do the dashboard. Louis mahogany bags for the passport. Finally starting to find a little bottom here at the 400s. About 280 points off opening print price. We have a pretty strong ascending trend line here. See if the buyers can get above it. Yeah, I have it. Awesome, bro. That's sick. Yeah, well, I'm a little late to the party, but I'm here. Late but never absent, you know. Pushing back into the 400s now. Let's see the reaction here. Buyers have not been able to get anything going. Sellers have been very aggressive. See the bottom. We'll see if we can find some support here. We're going to need some better structure for this to actually be the bottom, since we've been having so much selling pressure. You're going to have to see a little bit of a, I don't know, a cleaner bottom, a little retest. I mean, this is a retest of this price, but I don't imagine that unless it's strong, it's going to have to get above this EMA, above this trend line, and continue higher. Boom. Twister's already got that V2. That's sick. So they've been rolling it out. They're rolling it out to more and more people. Hopefully it's just soon everybody has it and there's no difference and no one's trading the old dashboard anymore, because I'm already seeing some improvements and enjoying it. So hopefully everyone else can get that same benefit. Pushing back to the 400s now. Buyers still really unable to get anything going, it looks like. Dip into the 400s. That bottom has now been broken, lost, so potentially seeing previous day lows at the 333s is another target. Previous day low down here, which is also FOMC low, so it's an option. I wouldn't have predicted that from the opening print, but man, we are just bloody in the streets. Okay, so this is kind of what I was talking about. If we can hold this wick and reclaim the 400s, this would be kind of that structure I was talking about, where we're starting to see a little bit better of a structure. If we can reclaim above the 4s and then get another retest of like these 300 something 390s, this could be a nice long if this wick can hold. TNADs better be eating this up. This is dollar bills, yo. This is 280 points of just hitting the sell button and making some dollars. Even though we made our money on a long. Selling has been so aggressive. I don't even think Thomas is in here, Sauce. I think he's still probably sleeping. No, he's definitely not sleeping, but I don't think he's in here. $10.20 now. 50 minutes of the market. First 50 minutes of this day, and we have just seen red. Blood in the streets. Starting to see a little bit of a better bottom here at the 400s like we were talking about. Structure starting to be a little cleaner. If it can continue to hold here, we could possibly see this be a reversal. It's also that 10-20 time where you can kind of start seeing the bottom print start being put in for the charts. So we could be seeing a reversal here soon. And we have sold off 280 points. But it's a bit more expensive now because of the shipping address, an additional 90% VAT. It's a bit more expensive now because of the shipping address, An additional. Is it really? I guess I missed that because I. Well, that's not ideal, I guess. I guess I wasn't aware of that fully, Twister. But I guess I'll take, I mean, an overall, a little bit more expense for A, I know the payouts have been quicker. B, we have way less time. Once you are active, like once you get funded, you can trade your fundeds. And then there's, I know they're starting to tease another rule where possibly they're going to change. I'm in Germany, so maybe you don't have it. Yeah, I don't think that might be, I got to peek now. Now I got to look. I got to look, Twister. Now we got to know, buddy. New mahogany dashboard. I got to save their new, I gotta see the new one as well. Because when I made my purchases this morning, obviously I had that discount code that they give you. They give you like the sign up discount code or whatever to activate some new combines, incentivize you to switch over. This is the third wick we're starting to see at this 400 price. This is just more structure that you could end up trying to take a long off and trying to find this bottom. But yeah, for when I put my discount code in, obviously that was a little bit of a help, and then but the actual price I think was still cheaper. So I don't think I actually noticed what you're talking about, but maybe it is just because you're in Germany, buddy. I'm not sure. Not sure, but that would also be kind of lame if that is because you're out of the country. Like I said, starting to see some decent wicks now, which is just sign that buyers are at least interested. They're participating at this 400 price. People are being intrigued to buy. If this is the bottom, we don't know, but we're getting some decent structure. Getting a retry of this trend line as well. If we can get above that, that could be helpful for the move. All right, let's see here on this top step. Well, I don't know why it's not even letting me into this new dashboard. The new mahogany. It's crazy how much slower the old one is, like in comparison to the new one. It's just insane. Damn, I should have saved the dash. I should have. I gotta go to my email now. I gotta go to my email to find it. How embarrassing. Oh, how embarrassing. Trying the 400. We haven't really moved since this big sell-off, which, if you guys know what you know, then usually once you get a big move, it's just going to be consolidation. And we've had a giant move up, consolidation, giant move down, possibly some consolidation, right? So expecting a big reaction might not be too likely. We are starting to see still, like I said, I like the structure we're forming here. If we can get above this trend line, this will be pretty good. This price action after NVIDIA earnings might be the dumbest price action I've ever seen. How does it give all the gains up? I know, Isaac. It was... I mean, look at this hourly chart, bro. We went straight up. Obviously, the consolidation in the London session, and then just straight back down. Like, very, very whippy, very, like, price action. Just not being on the side, but we'll see. I mean, we'll see. I don't mind this type of volatility because if we're able to be on the right side of it, like, imagine you took shorts at any point today, you'd be chilling, right? So it's like usually volatility isn't bad, but this is just ugly and tough. I mean, we're starting to see another trend line touch. We have some support here at the 400s. This could be a potential to take a long and try to get some reversal, but again, after a giant move like this, we're probably going to see some more consolidation. But yeah, I agree, bro. It hasn't been the prettiest price action. Isaac, are you trading? You a Topstep trader too, bro? Welcome in, welcome in. First time seeing your name here. Also, sick profile pic. Love a gym bro. Love another gym bro. All right, let me see if I can get into this new dashboard now. The new mahogany dashboard. Here it is. Yeah, they update it so quick. It's actually crazy. Cool, cool, cool. Let's go to Topstep. No, why'd I do that? I guess this is it then. Oh. Yeah, I didn't have that. Mine wasn't cheaper. Mine wasn't more expensive. Yeah, I have XFAs. Hell yeah, it's a good shit, bro. All right, we're starting to see here. Starting to get finally above the other side here on this trend line. We had the support, the 400s like we were talking about. I think now I would be looking for a long for sure. If we can get back above this, I'd be looking for like a retest maybe of these 400s, 408, something like that, and look for the long continuation. XFA badass though. Congrats. I'm hoping tomorrow we can get some new sets again, because now their rules are sick with this new Topstep dashboard. If tomorrow we are able to pass, I can also trade the XFAs tomorrow as well, so that'd be sick. But yeah, dude, the NVIDIA earnings, I mean, yeah, the market loved it, and now the market's just kind of like, are we sure we like that? Because we didn't really like FOMC. We weren't able to break up there. And then NVIDIA is what pushed us up. But that might have just been like the... Although, if you look at this hourly chart, that move was so surreal. To just give it all back would be crazy. But we're starting to wick here. We're starting to wick here. So see some support. We'll see what happens here. Hourly chart is pretty crazy. That's just... I mean, that's ugly. Do you trade Asia? I don't trade Asia, Twister. I actually specifically try to avoid it. Not for any reason. It's just, it's my schedule. So I'm usually like really tired during that time, and like I just don't trade great when I'm in that state of mind. B, it's slower, and so if I do get involved, it'd be like a couple hours. I gotta wait for my move, and it's like, again, I'm tired and I have more chance of being emotional. And then C, I like to use Asia session and London session to predict my New York session. So it's like, it's more of a predicator more than like the it's more like an antagonist, something I'm using. You know what I mean? I wouldn't mind trying more in the future, but like it's just, I've never had a lot of success with it. I mean, this is a typical Asia session, right? Look at that. It's just so sideways, bro. Like, how do you... I mean, this isn't a weird day. It's an FOMC day, so we were all sideways all day, but... Asia... Excuse me, Asia session. How do you trade that? Asia session. Pop and then just sideways. Like, I personally am not great at it, so I try to avoid it, but... Are you get involved with that? You get involved with that? Starting to find this bottom now, like we were mentioning. Let's see if it can continue. I'm not going to be here all day, boys. I'm probably going to be getting out of here pretty soon. We're all green on the day, so let's just enjoy it. Wrap it in. Enjoy it and wrap it up while we got it. I bet Asia session's a little bit better for you, huh, Twister, just because of you're in Germany. So if I use a United Arab Emirates address, no VAT, but I don't want to risk the payout. Yeah, it's weird that they're taxing the VAT for Germany there. Really interesting, because yeah, I didn't have that here in the States, and also they don't have it for the UAE, so really interesting to me. Yeah, the Asia session is probably a little bit more timeline in line with you, at least. Starting to see a wick on the hourly chart here. Want to see the buyers just be a little bit more aggressive. We're on the other side of this trend line, so we could continue now. We could. No guarantee, but we could. I'm going to get rid of that 15-minute range so I don't have to do it tomorrow. Yeah. I'd expect one more dip into this bottom before we move. I mean, this was a nice structure that we might not need it. We might just be able to continue up slowly from here, but we'll see. We will see. I am going to call it here, though, boys. yeah, we saw what we had to see. Big sell-off. We're probably going to consolidate. Price action will probably be a bit slower from here. We got the volatility that we need. Gotcha. I like Asia. As you said, it's choppy, so even if you're wrong, the price usually comes back to your entry. No, I mean, that makes sense. Like, that is, I like that. You at least have a good chance. It's a little bit more scalpy, right? Like, you'd have to be just in for short moves, which is tough because, like, I don't know. I like to target, like, outside edges looking for the return to the other side of the edge, but it's like it doesn't usually give that, like here. So I mean, I guess if you're good at taking scalps and taking orders off like outside of edges, like I don't know, I could see it being useful for scalping and just for short movements. Again, I like to use it more for my next session, like for the New York session's actual range, but that's just me. Everyone's got their own cup of tea and it's cool. But Twister, you're the man, bro. Congrats on the green day. It's fucking awesome. Lock that in. Be back tomorrow. Do it again. Brett, if you're in here, buddy, I love you. Good luck on your trading when you do get going. I know you're probably just watching today, but once you do get in there, and yeah, hit the like button if you guys haven't yet. It means a lot. Subscribe if you're not. And we'll be back doing it again. 9 a.m. tomorrow. 9 a.m. for me. Not sure what time it is for you, Twister, but all right, boys. Peace. Good luck. Get some sun. Drink some water today. Peace.